Hey guys, what's up? It's Sunday and it has been snowing here for like 2 days. 2 days straight. First of all, I hate snow. Second of all, I live in Utah, so I don't know why I expect it to not snow in the winter. This week, I am going to talk about long distance relationships and advice for surviving them, or if you should ever even enter into one. I was in a long distance relationship. Mine and Shawnee's relationship was long distance for the first 8 months of it. I think we still have been, in the total amount of time we've been together, we were long distance more than we have actually been together still. So that's kind of crazy. I think a lot of people get real picky, like, oh, you're only long distance if you live X amount of miles away from each other. We lived an hour and a half, almost 2 hours away from each other, and that depends on who drove, because if I was the one driving, it was more like 2 hours. If Shawnee drove, it was more like 1 hour. Even though that doesn't sound like very far apart, the problem with that was we both worked full time. She worked all day, and she even worked some nights when we first started dating, so that was really hard. My biggest tips, if I had to give for learning how to work out a long distance relationship, number one rule, if you're going to try and do this, is trust. And that was so hard for me when I first got into our relationship, is because I don't trust people at all. I think everybody is out to screw me over, which 99% true, maybe. But you have to trust the other person absolutely, totally, and completely, because you're not going to see each other all the time. You're not even really going to get to talk to each other all the time. Depending on what you guys are doing in your lives. So if you start letting your imagination run wild, which I'm really good at this, it's just not going to work. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, I bet they're out with some other girl right now, it's just not going to work. Things just get blown out of proportion. You have unnecessary fights. It just gets nuts. Second biggest thing in a long distance relationship is communication. You don't get to see each other all the time. You don't get to be physical with each other all the time. So all you have is talking, whether it's texting or Skyping, video chat, or just talking on the phone. That's all you've got. So your lines of communication have to be way more open than probably most people in a normal relationship do, because that's what keeps you connected to somebody. If you don't have them with you, all you've got to connect you with them is your words. So communication is huge. And I think third most important thing is you guys have to do, and this is kind of a silly one, but I think doing small things for each other as much as possible. So whether it's sending them flowers, or sending them a little note in the mail, or just anything to remind them that even though we're far apart, you're still so important to me. I think that's really big. And or making a surprise trip to go visit them when they didn't expect it. Those things are huge, because sometimes not seeing somebody for a week to 2 weeks is it gets so daunting and it hurts and it's awful. And so making that little effort just to show, look, I really do care about you and you're so important to me that I made this huge effort to come see you or do this thing for you to show that I care about you. So all of those things are important. Long distance relationships suck no matter how far you are away from the other person, whether it's an hour or if it's 5 hours. It doesn't matter. If you're a plane ride away or you're a car ride away, it sucks, no matter what. Just know that going into it, that it's going to be hard, and both of you are going to have to work at it really, really a lot. Really, really a lot. That's great. Good English, me. This is scary. I gotta cook dinner for Shawnee's entire family today. So, wish me luck, and I love you guys. And I will see you next Sunday.